Let me show y'all the back right fast. Let me hit a spin. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get into it. Popping friends, I am back. If you guys don't know, I am a rich kid at heart. And today we are doing some soft locks, faux locks. This doesn't have a lot of names. But I've clearly done the bulk of my head off camera. So I got this little strip left. I guess I could spin and show y'all. So that's pretty much my head all sectioned off. What I did was I braided a tiny piece and then I twisted the rest of the way down because I don't have time to braid the whole thing down. It's just not gonna happen. So let's just get right into it. All right, y'all, my hair has already been moisturized. I did that off camera, but definitely be looking out for the video on what I use and how I mix my products, because that's coming soon. And listen, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe since y'all here, okay? So when it came to parting, I didn't necessarily want it too neat. That's why some of the parts are slightly off. In this section, I'll be making 3 braids. So the first one I've already sectioned off, and I'm pretty much going to braid it down about 1 inch. And then I'll be twisting the rest of this plait all the way down to the end. This is what your braid should look like. It's braided a little bit, then it's twisted all the way down to the end. And I'll be repeating the same steps for the next 2 sections. All right, I have a total of 53 twists on the paper. I made my parts a little bigger in the back to save on time because I believe this step took about 2 hours to do. The hair I'll be using is the Bomba Faux Lock Sole from Bobby Boss. Each pack has about 15 strands in it. I also use the Spring Twist by Nola Tress, I believe Janet collection. And listen, I got a whole segment on this here because I was completely stressed out. Can't forget your crochet hook. This is what I use to sort and separate my hair that I'm using. The top piece came from Dollar Tree, and this is just a drying towel rack I got from Walmart. Didn't I tell y'all I was gonna have a whole segment on this hair? So this is what the Spring Twist looks like out the pack. Y'all, I struggled so much trying to get this Spring Twist loose. It was ridiculous. I think each strand literally took me like 5 minutes to take loose and separate. When I purchased the hair, I thought the hair texture itself would have been much softer, but this literally feels like Molly hair put the twist. It was like extra rough, and that wasn't necessarily the look I was going for. So if I do decide to do this look again, I will probably be using the Free Tress Bohemian braid, because I know that hair is much softer than what this is. So all in all, y'all, don't even bother with buying this hair if you're trying to do this style. Like, buy some other hair. Buy any other kind of hair. But this, don't even do it to yourself. So once you finish fighting with unraveling this hair, you're pretty much going to fluff it out, and then you're going to split it into 2 halves. This is what you'll be using to wrap down each braid. Next, you're going to grab a faux lock. You're going to untwist the top just a bit. And this is where you grab your handy dandy latch hook. So you're going to just hook it onto the end and pull it through. So on this step, I am literally only pulling my hair through the crochet loop. And then I'm going to pull it tight. Next, I'm going to unravel the faux lock itself, and I'm going to wrap it around my base twice. And I'll continue to wrap it all the way down until my hair is completely covered up. This is what it should look like. And if you aren't going for the distressed look, you don't necessarily have to take the other hair and wrap it around the dread. You could leave it just like this, because I've had this hair in the past and I did just that. For the distressed look, you're pretty much going to grab the hair that we unraveled earlier. You're going to take it with a crochet hook and hook it right up under the dread that we just put in. And you're going to pull it to where it's uneven, so one side should be much longer than the other. You're going to hold the shorter side with the dread, and then you're just going to continue to wrap the longer side all the way down. And when you're wrapping, it doesn't have to be neat at all, because you are going for a distressed look. So you can wrap it whichever way you want to. Also, when I wrapped and I got towards the bottom, I didn't wrap it all the way down to the bottom, because the bottom of these faux locks are actually curled. So I left a little piece. So once I got there, I started to wrap up. And when the hair I used to wrap started to run out, that's when I made like a little knot on the dread itself. Later on in the video, I'll go more in depth on how I made the knot. Well, I'll give a closer view of it. Let me see that. Next, I'm grabbing my Kiss nail glue, and I'm just going to apply a little dab where I made the knot at. And then I'm going to take the leftover hair, and I'm just going to continue to wrap it around until I can't wrap no more. And then I'll rub it together like I'm making a fire. Done. This is what my finished lock looks like. As you can see, it has, texture to it, and then the end is curled. For the next one, I'm going to grab my crochet hook again, slip it under the plait I made. I'm going to grab the faux lock, untwist the top a bit so it'll be able to latch onto the hook, and I'm going to pull it through. And then I'm going to take my hair and pull it through the crochet loop, and then I'll start to unravel the faux lock and wrap it all the way down my hair until it's covered up. Next, I'll be adding in the hair we fluffed earlier. I'll attach it to the hook and I'll pull it through. Once it's through, I'm going to make sure one side is much longer than the other, and then I'll start wrapping all the way down. And like I said earlier, I don't wrap all the way down to the tip of the dread. I leave like a little inch where the hair curls, and I'll start to wrap all the way back up. And here's where I inserted a closer view of how I make the knot on the dread. I'm using my thumb and my index finger and making a loop around it. And I'm pretty much doing that twice to make the knot. Once I have my knot, I'm grabbing my kiss nail glue again to seal it off. So I'm just adding a little dab, as you can see. And then I'll be taking the rest of the hair and wrapping it right on top of the glue. On this dread, I had a lot of hair left over, so I just made another knot, pulled it tight, and grabbed my scissors and chopped off the excess. And this is what the second dread looks like. Very textured with a little curl at the bottom. Now we on to our last one. So just in case y'all missed it the first 2 times I put these dreads in, I'll walk y'all through the third one. You're going to grab your crochet hook and your faux lock, and you're going to slip it under your hair. Once it's through, you're going to pull your hair through the loop, and then you're going to unravel the faux lock and continue to wrap down until your hair is fully covered. This is what it looks like once the faux lock is attached. Then you're going to grab your fluff hair from earlier and you're going to slip it under the lock we just put in. Then you're going to slide it to where the hair is uneven. So let's say 2/3 are on one side and 1/3 is the short side. On the shorter side, you're going to hold it with the faux lock we just put in. And you'll continue to wrap down almost to the tip with the longer side. And once we wrap to about 1 inch at the bottom, that's when we're going to start wrapping back up. And when that hair starts to run out, that's when we'll put our knot in. And then we'll grab our kiss glue to seal it. Now the next step is completely optional. I honestly only use the shine jam just so y'all could see how it only holds my hair down for like a second. And I'm just applying the jam around my edges. And then I'm gonna grab my good old toothbrush. Handy dandy good faithful toothbrush at that. And brush my edges back. So like I said earlier, this shine jam really don't hold my hair at all. Like, listen, my edges be shifting. So you already know I had to pull out the big dog. My got to be. So when I put it on, I put a little on the back of a makeup brush I have, and I apply it directly to where I want it. I use the same method whenever I'm applying my wigs, because this makeup brush is small enough to fit up under my lace. So that way I'm not applying too much gel and caking up the lace. And here come Good Faithful. So I can brush these daddies back and lay these edges down. Okay. Then I'm going to grab one of my satin scarves just to set these edges. And I normally leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. And here you go, y'all, the takedown. Ooh. Ooh. Girl, I see you, girl. You see me? Because I see you. Let me show y'all the back right fast. Let me hit the spin. Ooh. 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 Get into it. And now y'all can see why I call them passion locks, because that's exactly what they look like. They kind of look like a passion twist, but it's definitely a lock. And this is me just trying to decide on my parting. I don't know if I'm gonna put it to one side or wear it all to the front. I don't know. And if y'all made it this far, comment peaches so I know it's real. But until next time, bye y'all.